let's break down this and just see your thoughts. So this is so far, yeah. Obviously,
nearly so far.
Nearly, yeah. I don't want to. I'm jumping the gun.
Bottom right corner, you know, that bottom right corner needs to be holding up the shirt.
The bottom right corner, not yet fully got the here we go, but we're very much there. People take a look. So this is currently what I guess has been rumored and pretty much confirmed. We'll say 80% for majority of this. You can see the players that are currently pretty much going to be at Arsenal. This is a breakdown that's put on DR Sports, and I'm kind of want to analyze just everyone's thoughts and feelings. I'm going to jump the gun and get people's predictions. Sorry, rating out of 10 so far with what you see on the screen here. So that is, I know it's risky, but let me just see where you are right now. For all of you people in the comments and watching. So that's Kepa there for 5 million, 55.8 million. I need to do the maths whilst doing this at the same time. So bear with me. Come on, maths ain't my forte, but we're going to do it. 5. Add, here we go. Okay, so 55.8 million for, we got Martin Zubimendi, 10 million for Christian Norgard, 48 million, which is actually 52 performance bonus, but we'll leave that. 48 million for Noni Madueke, and then 13 million for Mascara, and then we got 55 million for Gyökeres. So what do people rate that in the chat right now? And then Curtis, I mean, for me, I mean, it doesn't look, I mean, a striker makes it look a little bit glamorous because I've been wanting a striker for so long. But that is a total of 186.8 million pounds spent. Now we know we had 200 million to really play with before the window opened, before everyone started making sales and started doing business. We had about 200 million to play with. We were almost at the threshold there. The dream of Rodrigo and Eze, both of them, I think, not happening. That's impossible in my opinion. If it does, then the club's fair play to the Kroenkes, whatever. But I think we might be able to. I know we're not getting anyone for 14 million, but if we make a good couple of sales to push, I mean, our sales are so bad. At least it's so bad. If we can push 50 million, it's a big ask. 50 or 45 million, then we're in a good place to maybe get an Eze in before the end of the window. So people are putting in their rating of the window so far. Let's get your thoughts of those signings that are pretty much 80% complete and where you're at right now, okay? Because it's not. We both admit, I know the title's a bit mad. We both admit it's not 10 out of 10. We're very aware of that. But we're high numbers. I think, you may not think that. Right now, from what I've with Gyökeres, I remember I'm including Gyökeres, I'm high numbers. I'm high numbers. I'm up there. I'm 7 or 8-ish. But yeah, go on.
You're 7 or 8-ish. Okay.
Am I 7 or 8? Hold on. Because you're making
you said it. It's too late.
We haven't re-signed Ethan yet. But no, I'm saying Ethan's done as well. Miles is done. Sleeper not done. But okay, yeah. I'm 7. I'm 7. I'm 7. I'm 7. I'm 7. This is a risky game. No, I'm 7 because if we get Eze, I'm only.
No, but remember, you're asking where we are now.
Yeah, 7 now. Because if I get Eze, I'm going 8.
7 now.
Yeah, cool.
I'll tell you where I am. I would give it 6. I would give it a 6.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I would give it a 6 so far.
Yeah, break it down.
Because if our window stopped, would that window win us the Premier League? I still don't know if it would. I still say we're 1 or 2 players short of winning the title. So for me, I class 6 as average. And listen, with Gyökeres, of course, it's such an exciting signing, but I'm judging the window as a whole. We haven't sold anybody apart from Tavares, who was obligation. We haven't got, as of yet, we haven't got Saliba, Saka, Nwaneri to re-sign. And that left wing, if we were starting next season, Trossard, Martinelli, I'd still be like, there's a big gap in the team that you should have fixed. So for now, I would say 6. Don't get me wrong. When we get there, here we go for Gyökeres, I might be jumping around the room and going, Matt, but in terms of
your live stream when it looked like he was covered, I saw how happy you were. And it's still looking like I'm putting it on the basis of that Gyökeres is here, but I hear why you've said, I understand your 6. I want to know what pushes it. Because you said if we stopped it now, would we win the league? I'm including Gyökeres in this, by the way. Obviously, there's other clubs that have done big business, and I watched Turkish's he did a video about the Isak thing, which we're going to get to after this, with Liverpool, and I've kind of I wouldn't say I back the owners, but I haven't pointed my gun at the owners because I've said, look, at the end of the day, they've given them money because we're clearly spending this. It's down to the people that are in charge of the footballing decisions to come through and do what they need to do. But what he said about what Turkey said about the business side of it all, I actually really liked, of the fact that if you win things and you get into these competitions, like what Chelsea done, and you spend all that money and you win, your value of the club goes up, your asset goes up, and also you can attract more. So it's investment that you need to put in. Sometimes I think sometimes Turkey goes a little bit too far because he wants the maddest of maddest things, but it's like that is a big risk at the end of the day, which our club don't really do. And I know he probably wants to see that, but sometimes what we did it with Pepe didn't work out. Probably a bad example. We did it with Pepe, didn't work out. So they might be a bit risk avert because they've done that. They did it with Declan Rice. It's turned to be that turned out to be a good one, in my opinion. They spent 105 million. And yeah, we kind of kicked on from there. We haven't won anything, with my opinion of major trophies, but it's put us in the right place. So going forward, you'd think, okay, we've seen Chelsea put a load of money in, £1 billion club. Don't want to ever be like them. But however, they just won a Club World Cup and ended up getting, I don't know what the prize money was. I think it was like £92 million. It might be a bit more than that. So I understand what he's saying. Like, sometimes you've got to make those big signs or push the boat out a little bit. So I did like that. But right now, I feel like the owners are doing that. And it's down to the people that are involved in the football decisions to get it right. And people are, throwing in 8s and whatnot. I think 8, with some of the stuff that you said, no sales, the re-signing maybe of Saliba and stuff, is a bit premature for the 8. But what signings would you like to see for you then? Because you keep saying, you said, if we stop it now, we might not win the league. So what do you need to see then to push it to? I don't think you'll ever get to a 10 by the end of this window.
No. 10's hard, isn't it? But I think Eze Rodrigo, bro. And I know a lot of people say, which one? I want both. I want both, bro, because Rodrigo's the left winger. Eze is the attacking midfielder.
We got Noni, bro, as well.
No, Noni's right wing cover, bro. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why the window, bro, because outside of Gyökeres, this window had me scratching my head. Like, Zubimendi was good and some good squad pieces, but I was still like, we need a lot more. So listen, Eze or Rodrigo, one of them comes in, I'm about, I'll go 7, 8 then. You know what I mean? Because you've got Gyökeres and someone else. You drop a Eze and Rodrigo, I'm going to the armory and I'm coming out looking like Ty. Headphones, woolly hat, jacket, water bottle, everything. You bring both of them too, bro. I'm telling you now.
Brother. Oh, that would be so funny. Eze Rodrigo, you just see.
Because you know what it is, bro? I swear to you, if we got both of them, I'd be sitting here saying, we can win the league. We can play anyone in the Champions League, and they know they're in big trouble. Like, it's gonna be difficult to break this team down. Because for me,
does it get?
It doesn't guarantee.
But you'd say you're confident to say we win with both of them on top of what we've got.
Let's just put it this way, right? Even in these last 3 seasons where we've had the title race, I've never genuinely started on day one of any of them title races and said, I think we're going to win it. I've always sat there and said, we can win it, but Man City are better than us. And now, at the moment, I'm still sitting here going, Liverpool are better than us. So I need to see those players come in that at least gives me the confidence that we've got what they've got. Because we got the great defense, but we haven't got the firepower that they've got. We can see that. Like, outside of Saka, nobody in our front 3 is actually, I don't think, scares the opposition. Obviously, with Gyökeres about to join, that changes it. So it's there. I think sometimes, bro, if you go mad in one transfer window, get to them levels that people think you can't spend 300 million. You might not need to spend money really for the next 2 years. You might be just chilling.
If it works,
if it works,
because otherwise you put yourself in a hole where you're then big people, big contracts, big wages, and you got to start digging yourself out of that. But you're right.
Do you know what it is though, bro? I'll give you this example, right? Why do people buy expensive cars? It's because you believe not only do I like what that brand represents, and I like sitting in that driver's seat, you like
Yeah.
the details, you like the, you know, the tires are a bit better than that, and the steering's a bit more powerful. You know what I mean? This is what we do with money, innit? So Arsenal need to go, listen, we've tried to bargain and do Sterling and this, that, the other. Go and get Eze, bro. Go and get Rodrigo. You get Rodrigo. You don't need a left winger for the next 5 years. If Martinelli's the backup, you got Eze and Odegaard as your attacking midfielders. You're good, bro. You don't need an attacking midfielder. You got Saka and Madueke. You get Gyökeres up front. Our defense was the best in the league. Our goalkeeper won the Golden Glove. You're going fully equipped. No gaps. Don't leave no gaps in that starting 11. You know what I mean? When City were winning,
who's the backup striker though? That's a bit.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest.
No, it's not fully equipped. It's not fully equipped.
No, it's not fully equipped. No, when you think City have got like Mamouche as the backup, and he's crazy, but
bro, even Chelsea got João Pedro. And listen, Liam, I know it's a bit of a level down, but Liam Delap, but both of them two